What is good, everybody? We are back again today to talk about some Street Fighter 6. I know a lot of people have been super excited with the new mechanic that we got, or I would say more of an enhanced mechanic that we have now. It's drive reversal as a wake up reversal. Now we got JB in the building once again. What's good, bro?
What's up, man? What's up? Thank you for having me back once again.
Yep. And as always, dude, like I want to go ahead and ask you this question, man. Like, is wake up drive reversal legit?
Wake Up Drive Reversal isn't really what people thought it was going to be.
It sounded good.
I still think it needs a little bit of some tweaking. Like, for example, I think that they should make it so it does scaled damage when you punish it. That'll make it a little better. Just don't scale it too much. Don't make it like perfect parry scaling, but scale it just a little bit. You know what I mean? But I think as of right now, it's a little too slow still. It isn't really that good, but there are some good uses for it. Like, for example, it's an amazing tool to use when the opponent is in burnout. So if you have an opponent that knocks you down and they're in burnout, you wake up drive reversal, you can only be -2 at the end. You know what I mean? So they can't even punish. So it's a really good way to tell your opponent to get off you when they're in burnout and try to take your turn back.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people don't utilize that until they hit to like a certain level of play, and like having that as an arsenal being -2 and being -2 in burnout is, I wouldn't say, is not the best, like, because you don't know what the opponent is going to do. They spend drive reversal, but they still got more in the tank, in the gas tank. They could do super, they could do this, like, you still gotta think, and like you can't block because you can get chipped out potentially.
Yeah,
right. So it's a lot of situational awareness that
if you're in burnout, the only way to stop wake up drive reversal is by doing a neutral jump, and that's risky because if the opponent doesn't wake up drive reversal, they can punish you. You know what I mean? You could eat a level 3 anti-air DP, you could eat whatever, you know. So it's actually a really good tool to use. I see a lot of high-level players using it. A lot of like the best players in the world definitely use wake up drive reversal against an opponent who's in burnout, especially if they have to do like a dash or two in order to continue their Oki, because then they actually can't neutral jump it because they don't have enough plus frames, you know. So it's really good to use when the opponent's in burnout for sure. Better than an EXDP.
Now let me ask you this: like, do you feel like drive reversal got improved at stopping drive rush pressure as a whole?
Not really, especially because most characters kind of do drive rush jab. So it really doesn't really help you with much. Because if they do drive rush jab, they'll probably be able to still block in time. There are certain like, for example, let's say characters like DJ, right? After DJ throws you, if he wants to continue Oki, he kind of has to do a dash up and then do drive rush, right? So things like that, if you have a DP, you can EXDP DJ, right? And he won't be able to do something like a jab into block in order to block in time because he doesn't have enough plus frames. So characters who don't have a DP, characters like Lily, characters like Aki, Zangief, Dhalsim, characters like that will kind of benefit from wake up drive reversal, especially if like a DJ throws them, they do a back wake up, then the DJ dashes up into drive rush, you can drive reversal and kind of punish him. You know what I mean?
Knowing those specific things, like, and being able to get your turn back, and at that point, depending on how the nature of the game is going, you could build that meter back that you can spend like off of like 2 button presses and walking forward. So that's really nice. So you feel like drive reversal kind of like hurt DJ?
No, not really. I don't think it hurt any character, really. The only time it hurts a character is when they're playing a character that doesn't have a DP. Because otherwise, if a character doesn't have a DP, before wake up drive reversal, you could just maul them to death and always feel safe about it, you know? You're never going to be afraid of them actually waking up with anything, unless it's super. But let's say they don't have super, right? You're not afraid. You literally could just go in the entire time. There's nothing they can do about it. But wake up drive reversal, sometimes, if you eat that surprise wake up drive reversal, it might change the course of the game, you know, especially with a character like Aki, where she can start throwing her little bubble into drive rush, things like that, you know, like it can change the course of the game, and especially since she does so much damage. So,
you know, for me, what I've been watching a lot, I've been seeing like a lot of people, like if they see a certain block string against a character, they will drive reversal immediately.
Oh
and that's
yeah.
and that's been like the only way has been like consistent to use, right?
Yeah. It's also good to guess if you think your opponent is gonna do a drive rush from a low forward, to throw them back into the corner, especially with Rashid. Drive reversal with Rashid is super effective because you push them all the way back, you pop level 2. You know, now you turned a otherwise situation that would have given them plus frames into more damage and Oki. You turn that into your favor, you know. So now they have to eat a level 2. Now they have to hold your mix up.
That rewards a lot of defensive play, mainly, and obviously having more defensive options in this game. All the competitors love it. Do you feel like they should add delay wake up in the game that would make drive reversal a bit stronger?
That's kind of a good point, but I don't know if delayed wake up would kind of make drive reversal stronger because you can kind of just jab whenever you want, as long as you time it correctly. Like, let's say you go for Oki and it's not even from a drive rush. If you know how to time it properly on your opponent's wake up, you can just jab and still be able to block the drive reversal. Because I believe it's 16 frames, right? I believe it's either 16 or 18 frames. But all I know is that it's really slow. That's all I know, right? So
Yeah.
you can jab it and still be able to block no matter what. So even if they add delayed wake up, the opponent is just gonna be able to react to your delayed wake up and just jab at this proper time and then, you know, block the drive reversal anyway. So I don't think that's really going to change. I think the only good change they could do is either they make it faster, but that might make it a little too strong and characters might never want to DP again after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that's the balance, right? Because like, I guess that's why they didn't make it as strong, because they will make it to a point where if it's so strong, why would you ever wake up uppercut?
Exactly. There isn't really a reason to do a regular EXDP, right? If the wake up drive reversal works the same way. So, and it's the same amount of bar you spend too. So, yeah, I think that one good change that they can do is just make it so it doesn't do as much damage on a punish. So if you get your wake up drive reversal blocked, then it'll scale a little more, you know, from the punish.
Yeah, yeah, because you like Akuma gets like what, crouch medium punch stand fierce. So
oh man, Luke gets crouch medium punch drive rush. He gets, you know, everything he got before. You know, doesn't really change anything against characters like Luke.
So do you feel like adding it made the game more balanced, or did it change anything? Like,
I don't think it changed much. No, I think it did kind of make the game. I guess you can say it made the game a little more balanced because it helped characters like Aki, Manon, Dhalsim, right, Give, characters that don't have an invincible DP. It kind of helps them have something at least, you know.
Believe it or not, I feel like Aki takes advantage with the wake up drive reversal more than any character in the game right now.
Oh yeah, Aki, bro, Aki's be doing that thing every day or every
because
wake up.
Because if you do like a safe jump, you can't. I don't think you can timely cover the throw off the EX dash and the
exactly.
driver reversal.
Exactly, yeah. So if you option select one, you'll lose to the driver reversal.
Yeah, you lose to the exactly. Yeah. So the fact that she has that makes her so much stronger.
Oh yeah. But only because she has the EX slide, right?
Right, so correct.
That's why she can kind of mix up her options.
I think in my opinion, I think she is like the best at using wake up drive reversal.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree.
Yeah. Is there any character where you'd be like, oh man, drive reversal really make this character more easier to deal with? I was thinking a little bit of Marissa a little bit, because I know certain block strings she does, or when she like knocks you down and she tries to like dash up, try to overextend.
Yeah.
I feel like wake up drive reversal is really good because of the pushback it does, and like she don't get a lot of reward off of it depending on how she like spaces herself from a drive rush.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me know your thoughts on that.
That makes sense. Yeah, I know, like for example, like off of certain knockdowns, Marissa can she, in order to get Oki, she has to do drive rush stand heavy punch, and she has to do it like immediately. She can't hold it or anything. You know what I mean? So in situations like that, yeah, it might actually be useful. But the thing about Marissa is that if she goes ahead and blocks one of them, you're actually dead. She's gonna do crouch medium punch, the EX kick. She's gonna do drive rush, crouch, whatever, stand fierce, whatever she does into like a billion damage, and you're just gonna die. But no, I mean, I can definitely see that. Another reason why it's probably not amazing against Marissa anymore either is because she no longer really gets Oki from her level 3 in the corner, and she no longer gets Oki from command grab. She can't actually drive rush. You can actually interrupt her now. It's kind of like one of the nerfs that they gave her. But so I guess you don't really need drive reversal as much, whereas you would have needed it for those setups, right? But yeah, no, I mean, it's still kind of useful for when she does the driver's stand heavy punch for Oki. I can see it being useful, but I haven't really experimented much with it.
It was crazy that she was getting Oki off of those moves.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I couldn't believe it.
She
Dude.
got Oki off of everything. Every
Yeah.
single knockdown she did, she had Oki. Although it wasn't
Yeah,
the best, but she still got it, you know?
But overall, would you say drive reversal is good, or would you say it's bad, or would you say it's the same? What would you say?
Well, you mean wake up drive reversal or just drive reversal in general?
I
think wake up drive reversal, it only really helped characters that are that have no invincible reversal. That's it. I think there really isn't a benefit to doing wake up drive reversal over EXCP because EXCP is just a lot faster. Certain characters goes a lot further. I don't really see it changing much except for characters who didn't have an invincible reversal. Every now and then they can use it, and it does actually it does help them. It really does.
Well, it sounds like to me the game is healthy, and if you're an Aki player, then this mechanic is probably the best kept mechanic that came out.
Yep, I think the game is really healthy. I do. I think the game is in a really good spot right now. Yeah.
I've been having fun.
It's still a really scrubby game, you know, like, but that's just Street Fighter, man. I don't think there's a Street Fighter out there that exists that isn't scrubby. So
every apologist will say Third Strike.
Oh no!
But I think that game is like Super Saiyan ascended scrubby, dude.
Yeah.
I hope the Third Strike players don't
kill you for that.
You know, I still think it takes skill. You know.
Oh, for sure, definitely.
But yeah, but with that being said, hey man, where can they find you, dude?
Once again, you guys can find me on Twitter, tryhardjb, and on Twitch, tryhard_JB.
And with that being said, let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about drive reversal? Are you an Aki player in this comment section? You let me know right there, because I know you guys are eating with it. But let me know how you guys feel about it. Make sure you guys leave a like, and thank you guys so much. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace out, guys.